Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. You guys are reading the title. We're going to be talking about everything XCN. Shout out to you guys. And yeah, let's really take a look at what's happening with Onyxcoin's price and what we could be expecting going into a brand new week ahead of us. So looking across the board, as far as the broader market is concerned, you're starting to see market kind of going back into the red. Yes, a few coins are up right now, but majority of the market, especially if you're looking at it on the 24-hour time frame, we are seeing some red. Yes, people are going to come out and point out the last 1 hour, seeing a little bit of a green day in terms of that, but no, you want to be more focusing on, the 24 hours. XCN down 8.8%. This is a very important update because if you watch my update yesterday, and if you really paid close attention to what I spoke about, it really ended up happening. And right now we need to be looking at XCN from a different angle compared to what we have seen in the past. So, buckle in, sit back, grab some popcorn, wherever the case may be, and do smash that like button because it does go a long way. But I just want to say before we get into it, as always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrencies. So the price of Onyxcoin below 2.5 cents right now, down 9.1% in USD, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Comparative valuation $811 million, and the 24-hour trading volume is at about 103 million. What really has happened, and I'm going to share that with you guys, of course. So let's actually take a look at the dominance index first and really understand what we're looking at with the dominance itself. So if you're looking at the dominance index right now, we know that the dominance pulled down yesterday. We spoke about this, so it shouldn't really be a surprise to any one of you at this point. But look at the spike. Look at this major spike in the dominance. Went up to almost 62% a few hours ago, but it has pulled down a little bit. But what is it showing you? It goes back to what we've discussed day in, day out. You guys know I keep it 100% unbiased on this channel. And what I've been saying is even though the dominance has been pulling down, I know some people will be like, your Crypto ZX, this is a major time to be getting excited. But no, that's not the case because, you're still looking at dominance sitting extremely, extremely high. And here we have it. Dominance picked up again, quite a bit. Once again, a perfect example of manipulation occurring within the crypto markets. And that's just a reality. So dominance went up again, not a major surprise. And if you're an altcoin holder, you don't want this number to be increasing, as I've said to you guys several times. But really, let's take a look at what's happening with Bitcoin. And that's really going to be the focal point right now. We're going to be comparing XCN with Bitcoin. And I spoke to you guys about something specific yesterday. And I'll, of course, explain a little bit more into detail what I mean. So, as far as Bitcoin is concerned, BTC dropped down to $94,659 a few hours ago. And we have picked up back up to this $96,549. And now you're really starting to realize, hey, it is very important indeed for the price of Bitcoin to be above at least $98,000. And we have been seeing major amounts of rejections around that range. So as of now, I'm still not, confident that the price is in the safe zone. I still do believe $92,500 Bitcoin is still on the table. And as I've stated to you guys before 100 of times, that, the last thing you want to see happening for Bitcoin is dropping below this very important key level, which again is the $92,700 support line. If the price of Bitcoin falls below this, I hate to say it, Bitcoin could go down to $80,000 to $85,000 price point. And I think that is a very realistic thing to be looking out for. And if that happens, what does that mean for the broader altcoin market? And, the dominance is still showing so much strength. So, as of now, I still do believe the chances of us filling the wick at that 64.27% for the dominance is still quite high in my opinion. As far as tariffs goes, there was some news coming out about tariffs on 25% on steel, I think, for Canada, the U.S. is imposing. So again, are we about to see this whole tariff situation playing out again? Are we about to see another market flush happening? Possibly. And what have I said to you guys once, there was a pause? I said it's just a pause right now. We need to really analyze what happens, after. Are we going to see these tariffs really taking, an impact? And if so, what kind of impact would this have on the market? Obviously, not a good one because we have seen major manipulation occurring over the last few days. So are we in for a major flush before market bounces? Possibly. As of now, we're still in the 23.6 fib zone. So obviously, we need to keep that factor in mind. If you lose this support, I think we could be in for some downside. But with that said, let's really take a look at what's happening with XCN's price right now. So I spoke to you guys about yesterday. We look for confirmations, right? And of course, we dropped because Bitcoin also, ended up dropping dropping down to $94,700 earlier, and of course, dominance went up, which of course explains why you're looking at XCN being down right now. But usually XCN does tend to bounce. Remember, and we have seen XCN usually bouncing quite fast. If Bitcoin does see a correction, it does tend to obviously react to that. But we do tend to see a bounce quite fast. And of course, people are going to come out and say, Crypto ZX, we did go down to 2.3 cents, and we're seeing a little bit of a bounce, but we're not seeing those, big moves, for XCN that we have seen. I think we should have been above 2.6 cents at the latest. Even dominance being up right now, but dominance has plunged down a little bit. Bitcoin has gone up a little bit, but we're starting to see a little bit of weakness, within the XCN price as of now, to be quite frank with you. So what does this tell you? I've told you guys before in my last few updates, the chances of us filling the wick at 2.2 cents, possibly even down to 1.8 cents, are still on the table. And as of now, if you're an XCN holder, you want to see the price, making its way back above 2.6 cents. Very, very important. If it's able to do that, I think we could be going down to up to that 2.9 cents quite fast. But you want to be paying very, very, very close attention to Bitcoin's price right now, as well as the dominance, and especially Bitcoin, and really kind of have a correlation between XCN. You want to see XCN reacting in a very positive way, especially to Bitcoin. Even if it were to go down, you want to see that correlate. Of course, when the prices of Bitcoin goes down, everything goes down with it. There's no rocket science to that. But what you want to see happening is what we saw just yesterday. 2 days back, we saw a massive wick up to 3.1 cents. As Bitcoin went up to the 100K mark, we did see quite a fast, bounce for XCN as well. You want to see that happening. If we see more rejections, like let's say, Bitcoin were to make its way back up to the likes of 100K, hypothetically speaking, I want to see XCN making its way up to the 3.1 cents price point. If not, hate to say it, there could be chances of us going towards the downside. And if you are an early comer and you got in early on XCN, I've been continuously reminding you guys, do not listen to the trolls online on YouTube comments that are saying, it's crazy to lock in profits. At the end of the day, everyone has their own ways of strategy. If this is for you, if you don't care, you've done your due diligence research and you don't really care of your profits getting wiped out if the market were to flush, that's up to you. But you always need to have that part in the back of your head, right? Because that is, at the end of the day, ask yourself, are you here to make money, or are you here to just bag hold and not lock some profits? And everyone, like I said, has their own ways of trading this market and profit taking. Some people don't like profit taking because it's complex for them, but that's totally fine. But I would suggest, especially if I'm just basing it off of what I would do, if I picked it up early this year and I'm up thousands of %, I'm locking some profits in. I don't care what some people says, I will be locking some profits in. And right now you can really see on the hourly time frame, the price is approaching some key support. If it drops below, I do believe we could be making our way down to 2.2 cents, potentially even filling the wick at that 1.8 cents mark. Of course, if we were sitting at about 3.1 cents price point, we would be having a different conversation, especially above that 4 cents mark that I've told you guys about several times, which we got rejected 2 different times after breaking below it. But let me know down below what you guys think. What are your personal predictions? Where do you see XCN's price going? Do you see us bouncing back, or do you see a market flush? Of course, as I said earlier, let's say Bitcoin does drop below the 23.6, it goes unsaid. Doesn't matter if XCN builds momentum again, it's going to have an impact on XCN's price. So again, we got to take it step by step. Let me know down below what you guys think. Love you all. See you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.